Alright guys, so for this video we're diving deep into the Chris Boris Ghost Hunting Archives, and this is the perfect successor of the last video because this is an amazing interaction with a spirit I dub the Vaudeville spirit. And this clip was recorded back in 2015 when I was a tour guide at the Collingwood Arts Center. Now, if there's one spirit that actually made me a believer in the afterlife, it's this one right here, and this is what I dubbed the Vaudeville spirit because I kid you not, we came up with a vaudeville act that we performed every single time without fail. Now this is a very interesting clip because it shows how we performed this vaudeville act. And every time I brought a new tour group down into the basement to interact with the spirit, this sequence of events would happen. We'd get into an interaction with this spirit, there'd be a lull in the conversation, I'd ask if you were bored, and I'd say, would you like us to slap someone, trying to be funny, and then I'd have a plant in the audience say, well, would you want us to slap Chris? And every single time the meter would beep as to signify, yes, we want you to slap Chris, which would elicit laughter. Every single time this worked without fail. And I present to you this clip right now, unedited, of this interaction.
The past couple nights I haven't been able to get the spirits to really give me spikes on command a lot. They'll just give me like one spike on command and leave, and then just spike it sporadically. Are we boring you? Or are you just bored in general? Would it entertain you if we slap someone?
Would you like us to nominate Chris?
Dude!
Tough.
That's definitely a yes.
Look at that. Jeez.
We're not slapping Chris. We're not slapping Chris. K2 solid. Notice that yours is not, though.
That one off, hers one off.
Now this was amazing because every time I brought a new tour group down and went through this sequence of events and got to the part where I had the plant say, would you want us to slap Chris? Every single time that meter would spike on command. Even if we had like 3 meters in the room, they'd all spike at that exact moment.
Would you like us to nominate Chris?
Is because this spirit wanted to elicit laughter from the crowd. It's amazing because we tried this exact scenario many times when there wasn't a crowd around. And when we got to the final step of spiking the meter when somebody asked, would you like us to slap Chris? They'd never spike it. It was very, very interesting. And I would always ask a lot of follow-up questions like, well, are you serious? Do you want somebody to slap me? And they never indicated that they wanted somebody to slap me.
Do I annoy you? Do you not like me?
Do you not like Chris?
Well, because I've heard other places where the spirits don't like the tour guides.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it's because they're always bringing them into the...
Is it me?
Do you want me to stop bringing people in here?
Do you actually want us to hit Chris? Okay, good.
So again, as you can see, yeah, this sequence of events only happened if there was a crowd present. And every single time we brought a new crowd into the basement, went through these events, bam, the meter would spike every single time, eliciting laughter. So this again shows that the spirits have personalities, they have senses of humor, and this one thing always made me a believer in the afterlife because this was not a random event. It happened every single time without fail. And if we look at the classifications of ghosts chart that I made, we find that this spirit has a hungry ghost mentality because they're craving that need for entertaining the living in this manner. And it's interesting too because the Collingwood Arts Center has a theater in it, so it probably attracted probably a theater student into the area, and what better way for a theater student to feed off that area than to create a vaudeville act of the very person that's bringing people into the area. So it was very cool. Every person that went on the tour experienced this and was a believer in the paranormal by the end of the tour. So it was amazing. So thanks for watching. I hope to have more awesome clips like this in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned.